Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Today we're going to talk about how to prepare for KYBER 2 with my smaller account. It's not like exactly small as they say, but we do have 3v3 best defense teams for the meta chasers out there, and best offense teams. You guys can go find those videos. They're already out. They're in the video description. And this video is just kind of a labor of love, frankly, guys. I don't end up getting a huge number of views or clicks or whatever you want to call them. And it is a little bit longer form than I typically try to make. And that's just because there are a number of people, there's a decent number of people who do follow this account and want to know what my thought process is of, you know, how I'm able to stay in KYBER 2 with this way smaller account, how I'm able to cope, what things I'm using, and just kind of my rationale, because I don't have all the things, and chances are my account doesn't look exactly like yours, but hopefully, if I could share my logic a little bit, my reasoning, then it'll hopefully translate into your own account a little bit. So that being said, huge shout out to my patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support, guys. I really could not do this without you. And if you want to support this channel for free, folks, just a reminder, hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. Let's mount, shall we? Mount up, if you will. If you won't, then let's go to the game all the same, shall we? Whoa, we're in the game, and this is the super zoomed in version. That's pretty neat. So this is Prevail, man. This is my alternate account. I do spend $20 to $30 a month on this account, buying the Conquest Pass sometimes, and I've just been buying the other pass. I feel like I've sold out a little bit on that front, but, you know, eventually maybe I'll start a new account, and we'll start from scratch there, but that is neither here nor there at this point. This is an 11.4 million account, and I am in KYBER 2. As you can see, and actually, even after the squish numbers, I'm pretty decently into KYBER 2. Like, I'm not deep into, like, I'm not threatening to get into KYBER 1, but I very consistently, with my 11.4 million account, like, I'm consistently facing way bigger accounts. You know, 13 million, 14 million, even 15 million. I think I actually, did I face a 16 million recently? Who knows, but I'm able to win enough of those matches that I can stay afloat in KYBER 2. So I think that's worth sharing, frankly. So let's look at what I placed on defense last 3v3. In fact, just for funsies. And oh yeah, let's go to a different view, shall we? There we go. That's pretty fun. Yeah, so, I mean, typically, like, I'm not going to go over these teams in depth because they're different, but I tend to put, like, some good teams down, and then a few teams that'll just get destroyed. Like this Enoch team has a chance to get a hold if someone's not being that wise, but I don't expect it to do that much. The idea being, we want to put some teams that will absolutely get holds if your opponent is incautious, if they don't know what they're doing, and I typically do have Datacrons, of course, but they're missing here because they dusted. Yeah, and then other teams, we just let them go. In fact, here, we're going to remove this bad batch. I really, even if we have to take a hit in points, I really want to make sure we have that team available here. And just some things some things I just want to do right now so that I don't miss them for later. But yeah, so we'll go over all these teams, guys. This isn't the time for me to do this, but you know, the philosophy is we put some really good teams down and some fairly trash teams. You can see the Ewoks, the Qui-Gon team isn't that good, etc. And we want a good mix, but then we also want a good mix of offense. I mean, this account is also doing what I call big game hunting, and I guess one thing that some like people have taken, like they've taken that as meaning I'm trying to hunt huge accounts, and I really don't care. Like if I beat your bigger account, it's not like I boast or care about that. It's just really not something I care about. The thing I care about for this account is taking down Galactic Legends and other big, really strong teams with just kind of weird off-meta teams. And so, I mean, I do that on my main account too. Like last season, I placed 8 out of my 10 GLs on defense, etc. On this account, I tend to try, like I have 5 Galactic Legends. My Jedi Master Luke doesn't have many Zetas. It's not well modded, so it's like it's a partial Galactic Legend. That's why I say it's 4.5. But I do have most of the Conquest characters. I won't get Maz Kanata for a little bit now. I've been getting crate 6 lately, which red crate is crate 7. So on this account, my guess is that I'll get her in a couple months. I don't really know, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see about that. But I do have the rest of the Conquest characters, so just so we're all kind of on the same page in terms of like what I have available. I do the Galactic Legends that I do have. I have Jedi Master Luke, and then Jabba, Kylo, Ray, and Leia. I have a bunch of the Lightspeed bundle things as well because fans of the channel keep buying me Lightspeed bundles, which I really appreciate. Yeah, and I'll buy them every once in a while myself. But you know, let's start talking about these actual teams, though, shall we, folks? This will be great fun for all the people. So let's see, Jabba, he's definitely going on defense again. Probably just put the Sorticron on him. The Focus Datacrons, they made him cheap enough now. I feel like it would be a little bit silly to not put him on, like, to not get most of the Focus Datacrons. Like, this account does rely on a lot of interaction with Datacrons. And if you don't like that, I am actually going to be making a 3v3 generic offense and generic defense videos like I did for 5v5. Not this season. I'll probably do it right before the next 3v3. So, I mean, a couple months from now, but that is in the works. It's planned, at least. But anyways, Focus Datacrons, I do have all of them from last set. I have them all this set. I don't have them all leveled up or worked up yet, but anyways, Jabba he'll go on defense with the Sorticron. Of course, we have to worry about the Wampa Cron a little bit. One thing I'll say about the one difference between this account and my main account. This account, I don't put as much time and effort into thinking about what they might use against me. Because, instead, the thing is, you only get a certain number of, like, really transcendent, smart, like, on top of things players. And I don't mean to insult anyone. I tend to assume that the people who are really adept at dismantling an account like mine, or like anyone's, but like being able to really plan things out and like have a very specific, like, okay, this Jabba counter is distinct from my Ray counter, is distinct from my Supreme Leader Kylo counter, blah blah blah. If I run into an opponent like that, they're going to, like, most likely either equal or out skill me, and they'll probably have a bigger account and they'll just destroy me. And that's just a fact I have to accept. Like, if you have equal skill but one person is way bigger account, of course they're gonna destroy you. And so I just kind of rely on people making unforced errors, like, oh, well, that was pretty dumb, you didn't have to lose that, but you did, kind of thing. You find people who aren't optimized modding and all of that. So anyways, there's oh yeah, hit me up on Discord, guys. Friend me if you want. I'm gonna start advertising it a little bit more. I've started to do, like, limited coaching in GAC. Like, I'll send you my map my GAC teams and then work with you on things. If you want to join my Patreon, like hit me up on Discord first so that we're on the same page and everything. So we manage our expectations, but I would be, happy to discuss your defenses with you and stuff. Anyways, hit me up if you want, if that's something you are interested in. We're still kind of in the testing phase of that, honestly. You won't find anything written on the Patreon page about it yet, but that is something I plan on doing. I figure I'll talk about it first on this mostly unclicked video, but, hit me up on Discord. Send me a friend request, and then I'll be able to talk to you, because I won't see your message usually if otherwise. Anyways, okay, so we got Jabba. He'll be on defense. We'll Disordicron on him and hope that my high-ish relics will save us from Wampa. It did last season. A lot of people tried Wampa on me. None of them succeeded, actually. So that is on my main account too. Everyone says Wampa wins against Jabba every time, and didn't happen against me even once. They tried a lot. 0% win rate. They did kill a couple characters every once in a while. So Supreme Leader Kylo, I do have the Special Forces TIE Pilot Datacron on this account. Does he need? No, I guess he doesn't need a Zeta. I probably could put better mods on the dude. Oh, you can't even see. Yeah, my mods are pretty bad on it. But the thing is, the Datacron essentially says you can't kill the TIE Pilot until you kill Kylo, and you get a bunch of other buffs and everything. And so Kylo's going to be really potent on offense. I think I'm going to keep him for offense, because there's just going to be, until I can unlock Hondo on this account, which is going to take a while to get to, I'm going to start like, all my opponents have 9, and now they'll start having 10 Galactic Legends. I need a little more offensive firepower, especially because I'm uncertain, especially in 3s, what I'm going to be doing against Hondo. I think Supreme Leader Kylo probably fits that bill nicely for me. And otherwise, even if they don't have Hondo, which the majority of my opponents won't, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I go the whole season without facing Hondo, or I might face him a few times. Like, I won't be surprised either direction, but I do think that we'll still find some really good uses for Kylo this season on offense. I think on defense, this is going to fall short just a little bit. Otherwise, I do think, though, it opens the door for us to do some weird stuff and add, I think I'm going to put Crew on defense with Darkside Ray, with Pointy Teeth Ray, and right now I think I'm going to go with Hux. If you have the First Order TIE Pilot, like not the Special Forces one, but the other one, with the if you have the Omicron, I mean, that's what I'm going to do on my main account. I just don't have the Omicron. I don't plan on applying it on this account, frankly. I mean, it's cool enough. I like the idea for the rare times that you get to make a second First Order team, but that doesn't happen very often. Even in 3s, that's just a pretty rare occurrence, and it's not really worth an Omicron. So I was kind of tempted earlier. I was like, oh, but that would be so fun. But I don't even know if it would be good, frankly. So we'll try Hux here just because we already have a pre-taunt, and then we'll be able to, like, we'll have the good First Order Datacron and everything, like the level 6. I think I'll have that one. I think I already have that. But Hux will restrict people's turn meter gain. Like, this team is going to actually be pretty frustrating to... I bet this will get a few holds, honestly. Or people will just super overkill it because they're intimidated by Pointy Teeth Ray. And why wouldn't they be? Alright, so I don't have Ahsoka, Galactic Legend Ahsoka, on this account. So I do have Ezra. And so there's no better place for him if you don't have... So it's always a war between should he go with Rey or Galactic Legend Ahsoka. And I mean, there's a real debate to be found in 5s and in 3s about that. There's not a debate on this account, though. Like, he should go with Rey, I think. Like, because I could put him on a few other teams that might be okay. Like, we could put him with Jedi Master Luke, but then it gets weird because then you can't, like, the AI doesn't call him to assist, or tries to call him to assist, and it doesn't work because he won't do that as long as he's exiled. It takes a while to get him out of exile, and in 3s, I mean, it's just kind of a fiasco. So where should he go? I mean, I think he just goes with Ray. I just don't think that there's much reason to not do that, frankly. So if we can all enjoy that, you know, we'll have a good time then. Let's see. And Ray does have a cool datacron, by the way. I haven't gotten it yet on this account, so I don't know what we'll do. I might just go with a resistance cron that ability blocks people on level 6, just because it's kind of an annoying one. I mean, even though it's only Ray who's doing it, she's the only resistance on the team in 3s. I might still go with that. We'll see. Maybe I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to roll it before lock, so that'll be sad. My main account has it, so that's fun. Otherwise, see, we have Leia, and she'll be on offense. She does okay on defense. They said it right. It's like CG was absolutely spot on when they released her. They said she's going to be a primarily offensive character, and that's she has been good on defense the times that I've placed her, but she's just so dang versatile on offense. She just is. She takes down almost every team. Like, unless there's a really good Datacron or it's Supreme Leader Kylo with pointy teeth Ray, she'll just beat anything. And it's really hard to ignore that level of versatility. I mean, I haven't really factored in the level of importance of Hondo yet, but I still think that Jabba and Leia are the two most important galactic legends in the game. Maybe Hondo breaks into that. We'll see after we see Smugglers Run 3, and what Relic 10 and Relic Delta, all that stuff does. We'll have to reevaluate a lot of things. But for now, Leia on offense, I just think she's inevitable, man. She's really good. All right, Jedi Master Luke. So I was actually planning on just throwing it. Now that we don't have the Hodacron anymore, I was planning on just throwing him on defense with Watt and Basti lead, because it's annoying. You just put it in the back, and sometimes people don't have the right team for it. Sometimes they do and destroy you. And that's fine. I don't care. Like, he has 4. I guess he has 4 Zetas. I must have applied one. I thought he was only at 3. But anyways, I'm not doing that because, as you'll see in a little bit, I have a different team for Watt, and without Watt when he's on defense, I just don't think he's that good. So I have gotten Basti up to Relic 7 for what it's worth, just because it's a requirement. Poor Relic 3 Jedi Revan here is just super envious of her. But, you know, I'm working on Leviathan, so I got her up to Relic 7. She doesn't have her Zeta yet either. So anyways, it's a fun team to put on defense. I think I'll keep him loosely on offense. I barely consider him a Galactic Legend guy. At least not in. Sorry, I had to cough. At least not in 3s. I mean, he can do some okay stuff. He's greatly diminished. He's like one of the elves in Lord of the Rings. Like he's gonna he'll diminish and go to the west. You know, that's kind of his thing. So, anyways, I mean, all this to say, on this we're always looking for good, cheap counters to things. And a lot of people, so if people are putting Ezra with Ray, then a lot of people are just putting, it's kind of a clever idea that they put Watt with Galactic Legend Ahsoka. There's not like a thing that penalizes them a ton for it, like other comps would. And so that means Ahsoka is always taunting, and that's cool. That's fun. The thing about that one is, it leaves them vulnerable to Jedi Revan. Like, Jedi Revan and Cal together just kind of melt that team. And if you guys have watched my counters videos and stuff, I tend to show that one because it's cool. We don't need to talk about all the mechanics there. But and then a third character here. It doesn't have to be Mace. It could be like Basti or Jolie, in case you're afraid of afraid you need some revives. And so, but if they don't have a Galactic Legend Ahsoka with Watt, and assuming they don't have Ezra on the team, because Ezra would just ruin any Revan attempt to beat that team. This team would work, but also you could do like a weird Jedi Master Luke with Hoda team and just 2-man some squads pretty well. And then you can have like Jedi Knight Luke lead and stuff. So this is one of the reasons I tell people they should come watch live, because we're always like recrafting and reshaping the teams and trying to figure out which molds are going to work for each specific instance of problem solving. And so having a lot of Jedi available on offense is just nice to have. Balin, I do have the Merrick Cron. So his big use, if he was on offense, he would be hunting Malgus, and he'd be hunting Jedi Master Kenobi, which both of those are pretty nice to be able to kill with him, frankly. And if those don't work, then he doesn't... Like, you can find something for him to beat, for sure, especially with the Merrick Cron. Or you could keep him on... Like, my guess is that we'll see Balin a lot on defense this season, and we'll probably just end up using Jedi Master Luke, sorry, how to beat that team, some version of it. And like I said, I barely consider Jedi Master Luke to be a galactic legend. And so if they're using Jedi Master Luke to kill Balin, in some ways, like, that's like the biggest prey Jedi Master Luke a lot of times can expect to consistently kill. And so it's almost a waste to put it on defense. This will be a game time decision for me, guys. I would love to keep Balin for offense. Also, though, I want to keep a pretty decent number of teams that'll like make my opponent struggle a little bit, and this team might just end up being that for me. Like, there's not a ton of teams that just destroy it. The Gun Crons are not around anymore, and so Balin wins a lot more of the fights against the stupid frogs than he used to, which is nice. Probably just end up putting him on defense, but we'll see. It also depends if people are going to get more cavalier with putting Kenobi on defense, because I mean, Bo-Katan beats Kenobi every time basically, but she doesn't necessarily, like, she also, with the Rolocron that currently we're gonna need her to kill Lord Vader teams instead, and so that means Balin would be on Kenobi watch in that case, for what it's worth. It's just like this weird debate. All right, Malgus probably just stays on offense for me. He is good on defense too. I don't have the Zalbar Cron, so Darth Revan can just hang out here, and it's probably the only fully Relic 9 team I own, because I think Malgus on his own kind of just loves being Relic 9. It's just like his favorite thing. He's like almost custom built for that Relic level, and then of course Malak and Revan are Leviathan requirements. So I mean, this team is just very versatile on offense. It'll take down some Inquisitors. That's probably what I'm going to try to be doing with this team, actually. We'll see. I just have limited tools, right? So they may end up... I mean, that you can usually find a use for them in 3v3. People put like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon down. This team will destroy that. This team will it'll get rid of a lot of things. Just don't try to kill Balin with it. Balin is like, oh, I have mechanics that are based around basically everything you do, Malgus. It's just kind of a funny interaction. Yeah, Malgus will take down like Great Mothers and Inquisition and lots of other stuff. They're good on offense. They're decent on defense. They just lose to like a Revan with Cal and Luke here or something. Like there's a few fairly cheap counters for him at this point. So just keep him for offense typically. You can make your opponent's day harder if they keep a lot of Galactic Legends though. Like almost all the Galactic Legends steamroller him. Alright, so now we have Imperial Troopers. So I think we're going to see an increased number of CLS teams on defense. And if it's a standard CLS team that has the, they have CLS with Chupio and 3PO, if you can be faster with your troopers than them, like, this is still a pretty viable one-shot. Like, Luke has to be pretty... Just because he has a cool Datacron doesn't mean he's going to get any turns at all against a team like this Imperial Trooper squad, if you know what you're doing. You just have to gun down Luke first. You have to have a lot of offense on Dark Trooper and all that. Yeah, I think especially if you have a Datacron, a level 3 Datacron for them, the dark side one that gives them turn meter, or well, it turns into turn meter if they get buffs on basic. So when they do a basic attack, they get buffs, and when they get buffs, then General Veers hands them more turn meters. So this team is actually it's gonna hit pretty hard against certain teams. I just don't know how broadly applicable it's going to be. The Iden team, if you have, this is the focus Datacron that I would tend to like tell people not to work on this early. Is it a cool Datacron? It looks fine. I don't know how good it's going to be on defense. And I think like Wampa with the Wampacron will just destroy this every time. I mean, especially mine, because I don't have the Omicron on Iden. I don't even know if I have Oliver Zetas. Does she only have one? Scout Trooper probably wants a couple Zetas that I never applied. Death Trooper probably doesn't need his Zeta, but you know what I mean. These guys are. This is a cool team with the Omicron or with the Datacron, the Focus Datacron. It could end up being pretty good. I guess we'll just see. Scout Trooper can go with Iden, though. Just Scout Trooper loves actually to go with Iden, or rather, Iden loves Scout Trooper here just because of the irresistible days. So if people want to use Wampa without the Datacron, without the Wampacron, then they can totally do it. But I mean, even with the cool stuff, like I would imagine that most AdRad teams, even without the AdRad Focus Datacron, probably just beat this team because she's going to be taunting with her Focus Datacron, and AdRad just kills her and denies her the revive. So I'd probably keep it for offense. If you have the Focus Datacron, like maybe try to find a way to use it. And I could use, if I had it upgraded, like I've been working on other Datacrons. If I had it upgraded, this is like Relic 1 is enough for it to be marginally successful. Remember, you only have to be like Gear 5 to apply a Datacron. So similarly, we have AdRad. They have the new Focus Datacron, and so my K2SO, I don't even know. Does he have? I guess he does have mods. You guys can't see, but this is a lot of gear to apply to him. I certainly won't have him or the Datacron ready for this first the week, unfortunately. It's a cool Datacron. Of course, like you have to kill K2SO before you kill AdRad. You have to kill AdRad before you kill Jin. And so there should be some interesting interactions. Baze, of course, can swap in for K2SO, and this team is pretty good on a lot of different levels. And I'm guessing the Focus Datacron will actually be pretty good for this team, even if you use Baze instead of K2. I mean, 'tis the season to upgrade your Rebel ships, though, guys. Like, the Rebel ships are, the stocks for them are through the roofs, the stonks. So, you know, don't forget to unlock B-Wing, guys, and then resave your roster before lock. Don't forget to do that. I'll forget to do it, but you shouldn't forget to. There's like this really brief unlock window to lock window. So, yeah, I don't even know if I'll have it unlocked at that point. Let's see, Bo-Katan. So I have Bando here instead of Paz, just because it's been so standard to find the Lord Vader teams here, and you just use the Rolocron here to beat the Lord Vader squad, but you really need Bando on the team to make that happen. Paz just doesn't quite cut it. Otherwise, Bando can go elsewhere. Like, he can hang out with, like, Han and Chewie or something, or just not get played at all. Paz is really good on that team otherwise. Bando is just here because Lord Vader exists and the Rolocron exists, and they're all really good together. So I intend to keep her for offense, and we'll just delete some stuff. Let's see, CLS, probably keep him for offense. I'm curious to see how well, like, I need to give it some thought, but we're gonna see more Jabba teams on defense, and even though I'm sure I'll talk myself into using the really sketchy Night Sisters counter sometimes, I also want to see what Commander Luke with his Datacron can do against Jabba. Maybe nothing. I'm not really sure. I'll need to watch some videos and stuff, but that's something I've been kicking around in my head. Otherwise, I mean, he takes out a few things. Like, I think this team beats like a Maul squad, for instance, for the most part. It'll beat a few things. My guess is that it'll end up riding the bench a lot. Let's see, Bane. Bane with whatever Sith. I don't have Sith Eternal Emperor, but Darth Vader is fine to use here. Just whoever's high relic. I don't even know if... I don't think I have any Sith that are higher than 7 that are available. Like, I could get Malak or Malgus, of course, or Darth Revan, but I don't have a relic 8 assassin or anything. So, yeah, I mean, cool. We'll just do that. Let's see, Seer with Malicos. So this is... A lot of people are going to have Inquisition on defense this season with Ninth Sister. That's just going to be standard. And the one team that beats it just really badly with a super duper high win percentage is Seer with Malicos, and some like a decent third like Crew or Baby Cal I think can work, or a few other things. Scavenger Ray is one of the highest win rates with this team, especially with the Scav Ray. Kron, of course, because she hits so hard. And then whatever they're facing, I mean, this team is also just really good against a lot of other things, because depending on what you're facing, like if they have a ton of mechanics, like this would be a team that I would consider using against Hondo as well. Just because she'll hit so hard that she might be able to kill someone, and then Malicos just stops them from reviving, because that's part of his kit. It's on one of his Omicrons, and so, and it's pretty survivable against a lot of different things depending on what's threatening them. They have a like Malicos can do his savior revive thing. He can also give depending on if they do like damage immunity, he can give them damage immunity if they get healing immunity from like debuffed. So this team will be good. It's a departure from what we've been doing a lot of, though, lately, which is sometimes we just put Seer Malicos on defense. On this account, it's less common, but we also put Starkiller on defense with them a lot, or we keep them for offense and kill, like, Ray teams and stuff. I think this season... So it depends on what we want to do. Like, there's going to be... Tarkin squads are going to exist on defense, and there's a few things that'll just totally destroy them. Just like Malgus would be the perfect example. Just deletes that Tarkin squad. But Tarkin with clones, if I need Malgus for something else, which a lot of times I do, frankly, then you can use EP, Mara, and Thrawn. And it works really nicely. You could also use Starkiller if you wanted to. Starkiller, of course, is actually fairly plug and play. You just, a couple, any 2 Sith and, Jedi Ufu, light side defense, just make sure you don't have a double of one of those, love a light side Ufu or whatever with him. And he'll do really well. But otherwise... I do think that there's going to be a fair amount of people using EP Mara Starkiller to counter the Ray teams. I'm curious to see how that interaction's going to go. We'll probably end up trying it a little bit. I wish I had... he's been Relic 6 forever. I always tell people they need to get him up to like 8, and then I just don't follow my own advice. So my bad. Great Mothers, probably keep him on offense. They're just a fun team. I mean, putting them on defense is fine. And there is a good Nice Sisters Kron right now. It is kind of sad. Feels sad to lose to a Malgus team or whatever. People are using Treya to beat them. But I'll probably keep them for offense because they just kill so much stuff, including some versions of Ahsoka. If people don't want to put Watt there and they don't want to put Ezra down, then these guys will kill Ahsoka every day. That's the Enoch team. I'll probably just put them on defense with the Night Trooper Kron. I don't care. You can have your attorney contact me if you need to sue me for it. But otherwise, I mean, they can solve some problems. I don't have all the Zetas. Like, I don't have the Zetas for Peridia or anything. It's not a fully developed squad yet, so... but the Datacron is pretty good. Let's see, Keller and Beck. So we are doing. I don't have Jedi Master Mace, and I don't think I'll get him anytime too soon. But I do like the Keller and Beck team with Jocasta. You can see she even has. I even put an Omicron on her for some reason, and then I did put. I really like the Omicron on Temple Guard. So this team is actually fully farmed. It's not high relic. Relic Delta. We'll just delete it, but it is. I think this team will do pretty decently on defense this season for me. General Skywalker, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not keeping him for offense. He only has 3 Zetas. Rex doesn't have his, so it's a mess. I'll just put it on defense and hope they steal some banners. This team is just a bunch of characters that when I went to create a new squad, they kept getting in the way because I'm not going to use them for any particular squads in this instance. So don't read into that team at all, or do please. That'll amuse me a lot when you get outraged that that this team doesn't make sense. That'll be fun. Okay, so Han and Chewie, they need a lead. Like, you can use Dash with them. You can use Bando if he's available. Boba's always been good with them. Wedge is a good leader for him, actually. Gives him a lot of offense. I think he gives some turn meter, too. So you can do that. And Han is available this season because he's not needed to preload the Supreme Leader Kylo team, so you can hope to kill Supreme Leader Kylo with Pointy Teeth Ray using Bane. Let's see, Padme. So I don't have Jedi Master Kenobi either, so Cat has to go somewhere. This team is definitely it's very unstrong in or on defense, but on offense, it'll take out a lot of stuff. Like that Enoch team I was showing you guys, this team will beat that every time. Sometimes you want to swap out Snips for Kenobi or something, or sometimes you can be a little cheeky and add Cat to like a Dash team, like with smugglers or scoundrels on their light side, and so she's boosting their health and offense output. But I do like this Cat May team, even though it's not beating Galactic Legends, it still punches up pretty good. Like, people put a lot of weird stuff down in 3s hoping it'll work for them, and this team kind of just solves a lot of the weird stuff. I'd like to try it against like pirates this season. Actually, I want to see like Ithano-led pirates. I'm not sure how that would go, but I guess we can find out together. We have the, I mean, what's even the point of having you bounty hunters? I mean, every once in a while someone will come out with some kind of comp. Like there are comps of like the Keller and Beck teams with Jocasta and just like some random other Jedi that just isn't good. Like Shaak Ti is probably another option here instead of Temple Guard. I think Temple Guard is probably gonna stop bounty hunters, but some versions of Keller and Beck and Jocasta where they just have some random like Eth Koth or something. Bounty hunters will beat that pretty good because you'll be able, as long as they can't stealth the weakest character, then you can just do damage with the bounty hunters and go just snipe out Jocasta. So, my guess is that they're all really excited to find out what Forlom and Zuckuss are gonna do for their faction. I hope something. I'll just put the Inquisition team on defense. Third Sister, Grand Inquisitor, and Ninth Sister with the Ninth Sister Datacron is pretty good on defense. Of course, it loses really hard to that Seer Malicos team, but I mean, we can trade, right? And if they don't have Seer Malicos, if they're being silly and want to put that on defense, then this team poses some serious problems for people. Of course, it would pose more problems if I had them higher than Relic 5, but maybe with Relic Delta coming out and them giving us more widely available Relic levels or Relic materials, maybe these guys will get the bump up. I did recently apply a Zeta to Grand Inquisitor, which was super cool. His basic got a Zeta, so yay, we're all happy. Wampa has another couple months of glory with the Wampacron. Should be fun. We'll see what we end up beating with that. I mean, I won't hesitate with Wampa to dive into Jabba teams if the Jabba team is like doesn't have high potency or something, like they don't have a good datacron or something, if it's just like a no, it's a datacron-less Jabba or something, yeah, I'll use Wampa with the Wampa cron there. Otherwise, we'll find another use for Wampa. Like, yeah, there's going to be tons of targets this season. Target-rich environment. Queen Amidala with her lover boys. Probably just throw them on defense again. Frankly, they were invincible on offense for like 4 months because of that Krennic cron, which was a lot of fun. But that time is over, and they can go on defense and have people struggle against them if they didn't bring the right teams. And I really need to get more relics on Queen Amidala too, because her decoy hit points are so low at relic 3. If I get it up to 9, she'll be way better, obviously. Let's see, Omega. And so I'm probably, you guys saw me earlier in the video, I took this team off of defense because I think they actually, you guys just, hopefully you saw my Bad Batch video kind of recently, just showing you guys how it works in 5s. I think it'll still work in 3s too, frankly. I think it'll be able to take down a few teams. I want to see how they do against like Balin, for instance. Like, can we beat Balin even with the Merrick cron? Like it works in 5s just fine. Can it work in 3s? I'm really not sure. So a lot of question marks there. Obviously only relic 5 here. So, you know, depending on who they're facing, we'll see. The Maul team that we lost the ISC cron, and so this team is, I'll just keep it for offense, and sometimes we'll have some really messy offensive wins, and sometimes I'll just sit on the bench the whole time. Saw probably just put it on defense, find the best cron that I can for them. They don't have any specifically amazing crons right now for them, but Saw with his Omicron, I mean, they'll have Omicrons, so they're invincible, right? My main account, who had an excess of Omis, I actually just applied 2 more to Luthen, so my main account just has 3 of them going into this next week. I used my spare Omicron that I had this week, guys, and I don't know if Hondo's going to be with Dash every time, but this team does tend to be very good. I put the Omicron onto Hondo just because... and hopefully we can roll the Hondo cron with him because it's so good. It is ridiculously strong on him, and he'll end up killing stuff. I just don't have any good pirates yet, really. Like, I've been working on them, I've been farming them, but they're not ready. And Hondo has always loved hanging out with Dash. So if I can find the Hondo cron, which is another one that I'm hoping I can get eventually, then I guess we'll see. All right, this is going to go on defense. I have the Rose cron, and I don't have her Zeta, and I don't have her Omicron, so we'll see how it works. But I do have the Omicron on Zori now, and I have both of her Zetas, and I have the Zeta on Finn. And they're all, like, Zori's Relic 3, the others are 5. I don't know if Rose needs her Zeta or her Omicron for this to work, but I'm going to put them on defense with the Rose level 9 and the Stun level 6, and we'll just see what happens. I mean, I said I was going to do it on my main account, and I am. I'm going to see if it works on the alt as well. You want the level 3 that gives you turn meter, the plus 25% turn meter too. And then my Zori is what? Like, she's not super fast. She's like 320 something speed, I think. Here, let's just look. How fast are you, Zori? How fast would you say? Yeah, 327. That's not too bad. And looks like this cron. Wait, we could. Do I have the Oh, I need 49 more of these in the next what, 10 and a half hours, so that's not gonna happen. But I mean, maybe we could find a faster one, but yeah, she's fast enough that this will be with plus 25% speed, and then she gives herself 35 speed. She'll be just fine. All right, let's zoom in again. We're getting to the end here. So Traya, a lot of some people I talk to, a lot of people, they're like, dude, I just put Trey on defense every single match, and I just don't see it, man. I mean, she kills Queen Amidala all the time for me. She kills the vile frog team, you know, the guns all the time. Like, she's just perpetually useful. She's such a, this would be one of the first teams I worked on if I started a new account. This would be one of the first I would work on for GAC, just because it's widely applicable to a ton of different game modes. Trey is just a baller in all of them. She's just really strong. And so, I mean, yes, it takes 2 Omicrons, but early game, you could actually split this team up and have them hunt 2 different teams. So anyways, this team is still just has such enormous utility in 3s, especially in 5s too, but in 3s, you always find a use for it, or you get to the end and you're like, oh, I guess I didn't need to use it. But for the like, it's always very useful. Grievous is probably just never going to be used at all this season. I just made a team for fun, pour one out for lost friends. And then I have this really dilapidated, I finally just got Watt up to relics just today, actually. He's been gear 12 forever, but and then Trench has been gear 1 forever. I finally got him up to relics as well. He's been unlocked. I don't have the Zeta on Dooku. I think I need 2 more Zetas on Trench, and it's just not going to happen soon. I think I managed to get some mods on all of them. They're not great, but I have the Trench Cron, and I'm going to try using it. That's actually the first one that it's already level 15. It's ready to use, and I think I'm going to keep it for offense. So maybe we'll use like Jango or Newt here instead of Dooku against some comps. I don't know. I think for the first week we'll keep it for offense, and then we'll see. I'm not that willing to put a ton more effort into this team. Maybe like another Zeta or 2 on Trench eventually, but I need to start saving Zetas for eventually when we get Maz. I need to get her and her team ready for when they're released. She's released, and I know that she'll be out later this season. I just won't have her on this account yet. It'll be another month or 2, probably next 3v3 I'll unlock her. So but I do want to be ready for it when that happens. We have Tuskens. I'll probably just put them on defense because they still confound some people. That the Tusken Omicron is still very confusing. Oh, here's another blip of characters that I'm not going to use in any of my team schemes. And then we have 2 more teams here, guys. So we have the Qui-Gon team. It'll just be on defense, and if people want to mess around, and I mean, they're okay modded. We have the Omicron, of course. They have their Zetas that you can't. They'll probably get like 1 hold this whole season, but it's a team that some people just really have struggles with. They can't be efficient, and of course we want them to drop as many banners as we can. And then we have our nice sister squad, which is I'm gonna try against Jabba some this season. We also have a nice sister's cron that just does extra damage, so it'll be interesting to see how that impacts the counters. So and that's it. I could show you guys Geonosians and like Phasma teams and stuff, but these are realistically the teams I'm going to be using this season for Prevail, man. I hope you found it interesting. I hope it helped some of you. And yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. It's been almost an hour of me just yammering at you. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. Take care, folks.